thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. The first episode of the show, talking about the anti-corruption drive show right here on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It is nice to have you back. Definitely 2017 should be or will be a year of greater achievements for us. My name is Fidel. Just to let you know that the show this year is committed to greater things. We'll try as much as we can to do more than we did in 2016. We would like to say we closed shop last year for the Christmas holiday, but many thanks to Sam, who has been working around the clock to make sure that we got back here a lot quicker. Do remember that the contacting us is very, very easy. Simply do so via the email anticorruptiondriveshow@gmail.com. And of course, our phone lines remain the same. They've not changed. 0905 455 5529 or 0818 499 6566. And of course, if you have this, definitely it will be an avenue for you to report any case of corruption you might have witnessed or encountered. And of course, be rest assured that we'll try as much as we can to listen and of course examine them. Has the endorsement of the Presidential Committee on Anti-Corruption, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, and as well as the National Orientation Agency. Many thanks for joining us, like I said before. Happy New Year to you, Sam. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I was the Christmas and the New Year. I hope everything is going well.
Well,
this year will be a fantastic year. Everybody will celebrate.
Sure. You know, we are always here. We try, even when everybody's on holiday, we're always here to make sure. And I know you've also been working around the clock to make sure that things go smoothly. Let's really give you a recap of what we talked about last year. But before we do that, we'd like to thank the listeners for all the messages and of course all the emails received. Some of the highlights of what we did last year. The very, very first shot we took was corruption in education. That came tops on our list last year, and we highlighted key factors such as administrative challenges, corruption among students, unprofessional conduct by principals. Don't forget, we also received a report from a caller who talked about some of the nasty developments going on at nasty development of some lecturers at the Kogi State Polytechnic. We also got a call from someone complaining about certain issues of concern in Kuje. We talked about all of this. Let's really look at a recap of what happened last year. Some of the giant strides that we reached. We were able to tackle especially the Kuje incident
last year. And the other one, we're also working, so some more cases we are working on them already. We've assigned them to our legal departments to also take care of those ones. And we are also receiving more cases now, as we resumed January, more cases coming in for us to tackle. This year, 2017, we have a lineup of programs that we want to impact on people's life.
But before we let the programs out of the bag, the studio is actually packed full. As the program progresses, we'll let you know who and who is in the studio. But Patrick is closely standing by. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Good morning, Abuja.
Yes, don't forget, we also talked about, we tried to go till stories of lecturers demanding for money from male students, demanding for money and sex, or both, from female students. In as much as we talked about this, we see here reports. It's always in the papers and of course on the internet, stories. How do we eventually stop this? Even when we're taking up one case, how do we handle all of these cases?
The issue of Uji Polytechnics, I've added it over to Tony. I think Tony will take off from there. Tony is here.
All right, Tony.
More about,
thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, Nigerians.
Let's hear you.
Well, on Happy New Year, Fidel.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. On the Kogi issue, we have started an investigation on that, and we'll reach out to Nigerians on the
against corruption and development, peace and security last year. So much to do talking about the anti-corruption drive show. Well, we'll try as much as we can. But before we go on, Sam, let's quickly go through because even when we're handling all of these cases, as the case may be, we also have to look at our plans for 2017 to look at, what's on the table for us.
Okay, we have so many things on the table for us. Like this 2017, with our program side, is going to start very soon. We want to also start our capacity building this year. Latest by February, I think that will take off. And our instructors who are going to be in charge of that section, they're also in the studio here, that will explain more about that. And the issue of the cases we have on ground, we are going to go ahead with it. Then also we're going to try to give more enlightenment to people. The school programs is going to start by February, and we're also moving out of Abuja to other communities to tell them about corruption and enlighten the people, the young people, the school, children, the teachers, and all that. Even the parents are not left behind. So we're going to also talk about that. Those are the lines of programs we have. We want to make sure that people will impact these things to the life of the Nigerians. Let the Nigerians understand that we need freedom. We need to go out of this corruption issue, because it's given us a lot of setback in our government and our houses also. So those are the I think things basically what we have this year, and it's going to go well.
All right, you just talked about capacity building, and just to throw more light on that, we have Mrs. Abulu in the studio to tell us plans regarding the capacity building that Sam just talked about. Good morning, and thanks for joining us on the program today.
Good morning, Fida. Good morning, Nigerians. We have good packages for you on the teach on to tell people, to enlighten people about when you come for the program. I'm in charge of the catering aspect of it. I'm going to teach on snacks, on cakes, on continental dishes, snacks like samosa, spring roll, small chops. The continental dishes, we have things like Chinese chicken fried rice, we have vegetable fried rice, we have real fried rice, and then we have mayonnaise, ketchup, a lot packed for you. So just keep on listening to the program, and you'll be more enlightened on how to get to us through our numbers and
I'm already hungry.
And a lot more people.
Which means, like they say, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. When you try to get engaged in doing all of these things, but you think this can actually stop people from? A step to stopping people from.
It will do, because as much as you are fighting corruption, you need to provide job for people. You need to let people also have things they can lay their hands on. Because when you're asking somebody, why do you do this? And the person tells you that he doesn't have any option because he doesn't have anything to eat, you won't even have any strength to fight. But by the time you provide that drums for him to get his daily bread, to start from there, I think it will go a long way to reduce the impact of corruption.
Just in case you're joining us, corruption doesn't have necessarily have to do with stealing millions. It doesn't have to do with stealing billions alone. Engaging in sharp practices is actually corruption, and once we do all of this, we'll be able to curb these vices that we have in the country. Let's also look at feedback from people. We keep talking about how to fight corruption, and most times we hear people call us to tell us this is happening here, that is.
We have a phone number that you have to call and report this, and also identify yourself, because you can't just give a report and then you start dodging on that. That means you're not actually telling us the truth. So most of them don't respond. When they report on the radio, they don't respond in the real distance. So that's also is giving us a lot of challenges. But I think with time, as we keep on educating and telling people how the thing goes, I think there will be improvement later.
And we also discovered that, I remember the very last program we had here, someone called in, but he said he wasn't going to tell us his name, but he told us about some sharp practices as regards employment in the immigration service
and the
prisons.
prisons
and fire service.
Fire service and I think
one other agency.
Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education.
Yeah. And we didn't get a mail.
Nothing. We didn't get anything about that. So,
please, just in case you are with us, our email is really active. It is anticorruptiondriveshow@gmail.com. Anticorruptiondriveshow@gmail.com. Just one word, or better still, you can call us up on 0905 455 5529 or 0818 499 6566, which means that immediately after the show, that's when you can call us through these two numbers. But we'll open up the phone line shortly. You can also reach us at ACEDI Nigeria. That is ACDI Nigeria. Just one word, ACDI Nigeria @gmail.com. If you say Acedi, they can just spell it anyhow. That's why I just didn't mention Acedi. So it's one word, Acedi, but it's ACEDI then Nigeria @gmail.com. But before we open up the phone lines, let's tell you that our questions or comments 0809 993 0137. We already have one message, actually a couple of messages. Mickey West in Kuje says, the truth is that the Kuje touts are still doing the anomalies in a coded way now. I am on it as I talk to you, feed you in when I'm done with my findings. But the bottom line here is that they are doing it in a coded way, which means it is no longer
send us a mail or
and tell us the coded
way. We will break that code.
All right, Mickey, I'll need to send you our email address so that you just send us a message and we'll know what you are talking about. All right, just send us the coded way and we'll know what you're talking about. We'll text you now. They send you as a message our email address, which is anticorruptiondriveshow@gmail.com. Just give us be a little bit elaborate in your message so that we know where to take it from. I know we started a while back. It is anticorruptiondriveshow@gmail.com or Acedi Nigeria. Acedi is ACEDI Nigeria, one word, @gmail.com. Or better still, you can send your messages, texts, or call us after the show to these two phone numbers 0905 455 5529 or 0818 499 6566. Yes, we have another message. That's too long. Yes, Joe West from Guagualada says corruption is being defined in many ways. Somebody says when you sleep with a lady before you offer her a job, it is corruption. Yes, I know we mentioned that some time back. Why don't you give people jobs on merit?
You're giving them out of what they have. You don't give them out of merit. It's very, very wrong, and we are discouraging that very seriously.
If such cases are out there,
you report it to us.
Report it to us. We'll handle it amicably.
But please, if you are sending us messages, just try to be a little bit elaborate, all right? You don't need to write your name. Just tell us, even the person you are talking about, like we always say at the beginning of the program, you needn't mention the person's name. Just tell us the nitty-gritty. This one says, Fidel, I suspect scam employment agency going on in Asokoro after FHA. He went on to give us the address somewhere in Asokoro. That's Akin. Akin, all you need to do, I read out the numbers a while back, but we'll send it back to you again, just to be a little bit elaborate so that we'll know where to follow through. 094600951 0809 597 4869. Those are the numbers through which you can reach us in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fidel.
Yeah, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from Abuja. My name is Shola.
Go ahead, Shola.
But the issue has to do with I want to only ask a question concerning the person who cut grass with 270 million naira. I'm in the office of the SSG. And at the same time, let them move away from this anti-corruption of a thing, because it's like a decoy. Because Nigerians are tired of hearing corruption, whereas if you go to ministries, I know what I face every day, my brother. Do have a nice day, brother.
Thank you very much. Talking about ministries there, but if we do not report, how do we fight it? Let's take this other call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah. I want to salute your activities. My name is Change Advocates.
Sorry, I didn't get your name, sir.
My name is Mike, Change Advocates.
Oh, Mike, Change Advocate.
Yes.
Nice to have you
Yes,
here.
yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I want to salute your activities.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take another call. Hello. When you call, try to walk away from your radio set. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Very fine, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Fine Country. I'm calling from Acedi.
Go ahead, fine country.
I really must say you are doing a nice job. Please, my own take is this. We've been talking about for over some years now, and I really don't think that we are getting it right. Even if we are trying to please others, or maybe in the way that people are saying it that we are. And I say that corruption is really getting ground in this country more. My own case has to be in Acedi. If that Acedi have come to stay in Nigeria and they really say that they are working on giving Nigeria a steady power supply, how come that some areas where they did not give them light and those people do not have meter, and they are really coming up with the amount of money that it pays them to give them? I happen to be in one of the villages within this Abuja the other time. I have to say that the kind of bill that they are amounting to these people is even much higher than the corruption bill about this. I must say it goes through truth. So these people don't have bill. But anything that pleases them, they will just write it and give to them. And because out of ignorance, these people don't have any person to speak for them. They don't have any option than to go and pay that money. Before they will give them like a light. Any day they see the light, they will take. You know, until they're giving them the light. Please. That is my own take. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Hello. Please try to keep your contribution inside 1 minute. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. This is John.
John, walk away from your radio, please.
They are knowing it, sir.
Okay.
Look,
John, walk away, please.
you are office.
Okay.
Are you getting it clear now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Please, what I'm talking about in terms of corruption is this. I think corruption in Nigeria is affecting too much into our fabric, and the only way out is for self-discipline.
All right, thank you very much. We just need to go fast so that we'll give an opportunity to others who can. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Acedi. I have the one little problem about corruption in Niger State.
In where?
In Niger State.
Niger State.
Niger, okay.
You know, my children write exam level on government schools. Since last day, they didn't release the results, which is the private school. They have already collected their own results. Then when my children go there, they say the Niger State government is not pay white office. Government will release the report. Now the second one, I want you to write like this, and I refuse to write in government school. As usual, as go to the private school to place work around to write, which is will cost me more than like something thousand.
All right. Hold on. Where are you calling from at the moment?
I'm coming from Suleja, Niger State.
You're calling from Suleja.
Yes.
Don't worry, just listen. I'll reel out the numbers to contact immediately after the show, okay? So that we'll talk extensively about it.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you so much. We've had a couple of messages. Well, just to let you know the numbers, let me try and read them out slowly because the program will wrap up any moment from now. The numbers to reach us through when we're not in the studio. In fact, as soon as we leave here now, just contact us through these numbers, through calls or text messages. If you have a case, just elaborate it through the text message or any of our email addresses. The email addresses are Anti-Corruption Drive Show. That's one word. Anti-Corruption Drive Show at gmail.com, or Acedi Nigeria. Acedi is ACEDI. Yes, Acedi Nigeria at gmail.com. If you want to contact us through the phone numbers, our lines are 0905 455 5529. 0905 4, then 5 in 4 places. 0905 455 5529, or 0818 499 6566. Those are numbers to call. I know so many people are talking about, like this one says, they collected 1,000 naira for identity card and the code and placement letter. Okay. United African States. That's coming from back in. I just read out the numbers, right? I know you already have details. Just forward it through to us. Then this one says, I want you people to look into the activities of the VIO Computerized Center in Katape. They fail many cars that I assume they are roadworthy because they want them to patronize a workshop across the road, which I believe they have a stake. I can supply more info if need be. Please do supply more info to our phone lines. Every single day we hear reports. This one is from Adetaya Adeolu, who writes from Cuba. He says, kindly help me with Gmail address and the phone numbers of Acedi. I'm interested in the skill acquisition program. The email address is Acedi Nigeria. One word, Acedi Nigeria at gmail.com. Acedi Nigeria at gmail.com. Let's quickly wrap up the show. Let's take one last line from every one of us here before we go. Sam, you first.
Yes, we thank Nigerians, and we hope this year we move on well. I'm sure everybody is putting house together to fight this corruption.
Patrick?
Thank you very much.
Patrick, that was fast. Nice. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abulu. Any last line from you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for listening. We still want to urge you to call in for the skill acquisition program because it's going to be helpful in your lives and in the next generation to come.
Tony?
Yeah, thank you very much, Nigerians. We want to let you know it is absolutely free. Don't pay money to anybody. Don't give anybody anything. Just come and attend the program, and then you'll get the best of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for stopping by. It is the Anti-Corruption Drive Show. It comes every Friday, 10:30 to 11. Once again, the email address is anticorruptiondriveshow at gmail.com or Acedi Nigeria at gmail.com for the skill acquisition program. And of course, if you want to reach us through the phone lines, 0905 455 5529 or 0818 499 6565. Stay on the dial 95.1.